This is going to be a shout out to Florida. What up, Florida? All you excellent YouTubers are out there. Let's have a Florida-sized beer. Let's have a Florida-sized beverage. I was at the river a couple days ago, and as they do, sometimes beers come floating down because drunks are inner tubing. There we go. I bet Hoggy's done a review of this. Oh man, Hoggy. Thank goodness you did. I didn't watch it, but I bet you anything you said it tasted good and I should have one. Bud Light, everybody. I feel like Glitch. That's like, this is more like OD'd. Oh man. Alright, so spur of the moment camping trip. You know, actually, you Floridans, I see you go out on the town a little bit. I don't see you guys go camping out in Florida. What's camping like in Florida, I wonder? There's got to be some redeeming quality to Florida. Other than like its spear-like capabilities to maybe break free of the continent, stab Texas, and then slide straight into Cuba, where Florida gets communism, and probably I'll visit it then. Alright, so hey, I'd spur the moment camping trip. Came out to Mount Hood National Forest. Pretty much just, I just was hoping that I had the things in my van I needed. And I had everything for the most part. I didn't, I had some extra stuff that I wasn't aware of. I had a whole lot of pots and pans. I have this whole bag is full of 22 cartridges. And then, whoa! And then this whole box, I've used a little bit out of there, 22s. And I have got my little Henry survival rifle. There's the muzzle is in the rear end. So I might do some shooting. I had no idea I had that much ammo just in the van. That's pretty cool. Oh, I brought a couple malt liquors up with me. This I found in the river, as I said, and I threw it in the back actually and forgot about it. This is how you know you're either not an alcoholic or you're so incredibly forgetful. Your chances of becoming an alcoholic are going to be slight. Is that I forget I have beer in the van. Oh, you know the other thing, not to joke around about alcoholism because it's a serious thing. Especially, in a community where we drink all the time. But I saw some statistics on alcoholism and actually contracting alcoholism is a low percentage. People who abuse alcohol, there's a higher percentage of that. That's where we're at. But luckily, I brought this and I think 5 22s of malt liquor. I drank 4 of them yesterday. It was hot. It was a hot day, and I was by the river. Don't judge me. But I made a video for each one, sticking to my rule of don't drink more than you drink, but just cam up when you drink. Yeah, that's a good rule. What else? Oh, other Floridians. Florida 32 ounce. I haven't seen very much from you, but dude, your participation in the YouTube Drinking Community podcast was fantastic. You really brought a lot of value and information. You guys remind me of how I was when I first got started. I was very interested in the nuts and bolts, mainly because you got to explore the system as much as possible because you don't know. In our community, a lot of us could be familiar with what's happening in a part of it, and then you might not know over here until someone mentions something. Like actually, thanks to Facebook, um, I'm picking up on even more. Like that thing between Yellow Groove and Yellow Groove and Timinator, I think his name is. Whoa, the YouTube pipe community doesn't have that kind of stuff going on. I'll tell you that much. Actually, you know, this isn't bad. Uh, I hope that's what your review was, Hoggy. This wasn't bad. Oh yeah, Florida, Glitch. I don't know if Glitch is made a whole bunch of videos with Fairly Weeko, and then he's kind of like he's parceling them out a little bit at a time. Curse you, Glitch. Uh, but I hope you guys did the wharves, bridges, and piers of Florida, a review of how Fairly Weeko liked jumping off them. I don't know what this hang up is he has to die. What's the hang up with that? Why can't he just start jumping off them until it gets just higher and higher and higher? Let's just let physics decide. We don't have to root for it. Let's not start with like the Golden Gate. Let's start lower. Weeko needs to start jumping from, first off, we got to get him jumping. We got to get him into the habit of jumping off things and uploading it to YouTube for our viewing pleasure. I think everybody kind of rushed forward, like we do. We're over enthusiastic as a community. We should work on that. Yeah, shout out to Dirt Nap. I did a video for Dirt Nap and Tommy a little bit, so I don't want to give him too much Earl time, or he'll get the swelled head. He'll think he's the shiznit because Earl's talking to him all the time, and I can't have that. Can't have that. Then he might think that he could start jumping off stuff, and you can't, dude. You're not to Weeko's. You're not to the Weeko's greatness level. You haven't leveled up as much as Weeko has. Oh, you know what? Florida, Texas, California. If only Mexico wasn't blocking it so like Florida could come around, stab Texas, and flip around again and stab California. I really wish you guys would stop moving to Oregon, Californians. There's not much danger you Floridans doing it, because you come up here and we're so nice and kind and polite. You guys just have meltdowns. Yeah, but you Californians, there's something deeply angry about you guys, and you're snappy. You snap at people for no reason. You're demanding, and you insist upon things that you don't really want, but you asked for it and you couldn't get it, and now you're insisting. You order people around a lot too, Californians. I actually like the way you drive. I really liked back in the day when you guys were jamming up your freeways and shooting at everybody. That's because that was Wild West. Yeah, you guys are rude, man. Just really, really rude. That's my new thing now. When people are just come up and just like pointlessly rude to me because that's who they are. I always say, "Well, have a good trip back to California." You know, because chances are they actually are from California. And if they're not, they moved here from California. I've lived here for 7 years. Really? You haven't got in with the culture yet? What do you mean the culture? Oh, you know, just the kind of laid-back experience of the Northwest. Move back to California so Florida could stab you. Alright, I got sidetracked. That's because this is kicking in. Wow, this really has a kick. Oh, it doesn't. Alright. No, shout out to everybody in Florida. You do have some clever, intelligent folks down there. You're just kind of like wasting it pointlessly in a state that's never going to help you out in any way. There's nowhere to go, I guess, other than to get a job at Disney World. So either do that or just, you know, whatever. Why you no stop? Why you no?